I want to talk about one of the most underutilized universal languages, kindness. It can be dispensed and picked up by anyone that you meet. You don't even have to exchange words. Think about a time when someone's kindness has impacted your day, it's picked you up, and it's reinforced the idea and the concept and the fact that you hold value. Kindness has been something that has really helped me along my life, and it's really been something that I'm not sure who I would be without it. And it's the simplest thing that doesn't even take anything to do anything for anybody else to do. It doesn't take anything away from you. Anne Frank once said, "No one has ever become poor by giving," and that is such a true statement. So that's something that I want to really keep in mind when going through this exercise. It's really been the inspiration behind everything when putting all of this together. So first, coming to center, I really want to focus on the breathwork aspect of everything. It's going to be the center of everything and going to be a constant throughout every single exercise. So first, when we come to a seated meditation or stretching exercise, first you're going to want to get into a comfortable position. I mean, how exactly do you do that? It sounds really easy, but you want to be sure that you're supported firstly. So first, when you sit down, you'll want to sit on your seat bones, and you'll want to kind of pull your seat out from under you. And if you find that whatever surface you're sitting on is a little bit too hard, you can always utilize a folded blanket underneath, either folding it over several times or using a little bit less layering. And that can lift you up a little bit. So you slide it underneath yourself. And then sometimes when you lift that up, you can find that when your knees come apart, it can make you ache a little bit more, and when you feel that stretch. So use any of these accommodations to make yourself comfortable, because if you're not comfortable sitting, you're not going to be comfortable breathing. And becoming accustomed to breathing is very important. So you can use a block, or you can simply use a rolled up blanket or towel. Place under your knee to give yourself that little extra bit of support if you find that you need it. And so first, with our breathing, we're going to adopt our posture now that we're sitting comfortably on the ground. So I want you to sit up nice and tall. That way you can intake as much air into your abdomen as possible. And you'll likely hear this from your instructor as well, but you're going to hear it from me. And you'll imagine that you are this great, wonderful tower, or that you're made of all of these different building blocks that are kind of stacked on top of each other, and that there is this string running through them. And that you'll want to be pulled nice and straight and tall into this perfect little line that is vertical. Nice and straight and tall. And then with every inhalation, you will become a little bit taller. And with every inhalation, you'll become a little bit more positive. You'll be filled with a little bit more positivity. And with every exhalation, you can also send a little bit more positivity and kindness out into the world. And now with each inhalation, I want you to inhale. And I want you to inhale into your abdomen, right here, about where your belly button will be. want you to take a very deep breath, and I want you to fill it like a balloon. And keep sitting nice and straight and tall like this beautiful tower. Keep thinking about kindness. Think about the last act that really made a profound effect on you, just came out of nowhere. And when you exhale, I want you to compress. Kind of like you're flattening all the way to your spine. And press your hand there and feel that. And inhale again. And exhale. Thinking again about how you can make a difference in the world. And this will be the basis for all of your breathing. This strengthens all of your core strength. There's actually some breathing exercises surrounding this as well that will strengthen your core strength, where you can breathe in very, very deeply, again, filling that balloon of your abdomen. And then exhale in 3 short bursts, compressing that balloon to very, very subtly empty it and strengthen your core. Doing it several times will really make you feel where your abdominal muscles are. It'll also really clear you if you have a sinus infection. Today we're also going to be working on some seated stretches. So I first want you to take your arms and raise them overhead. Breathing into your abdomen. And exhaling. With each inhalation, reach a little bit straighter toward the sky, stretching your fingers, and exhale. This next inhale, reach your fingers toward each other, touch. Stretch them, feel the stretch in your upper back. And exhale. Switch hands and inhale. And exhale. Again, feeling that stretch in the upper back. And lower. Stretch up again if you want to take it a little further. Stretch your arm over, dropping your hand down your back. You'll want to hold the stretch because your muscle's initial reaction is going to be to hold it in order to prevent any injury from happening. So relaxing into it. And you'll feel that tension release. Stretch up again. You'll feel all of that along this side. Stretch. Say the recommended amount of holding these is about 5 breaths. That's usually about 15 seconds. exhale. This will open up your upper back muscles and give you so much more depth and accuracy in some of your aids, where you won't just be using your hands or your upper muscles in your biceps or triceps, but you'll also be using your upper back as well to just activate some of that, and your horse can feel that. Just what I did there, just without even moving my arm or anything, just moving that shoulder, and how it touches you all the way down into your fingers. It's a completely different activation. So, and next you can. So for stretching out your legs and your lower half of your body, what you want to do is stretch out your legs in front of you. Move your seat from under your bones. Again, stretch your arms up above you. Keeping your back nice and straight, and you can stretch towards your toes. You don't have to touch your toes. You want to keep your back straight. You don't want to roll your back. That will defeat the purpose of what you're wanting to accomplish. You just want to keep your back nice and straight, and feel the stretch underneath your feet, underneath your legs. Hi. And if you touch your toes, good. You can always grab either a strap or a stirrup leather or something, a lead line, and loop it around the end of your feet. Even a towel will work. Demonstrate with this one. Where you can loop around the ends of your feet and keep your back straight, and you can still feel that stretch, and that will actually give you more of a stretch in your hamstrings as well. A lot of people have really tight hamstrings, especially riders, because we spend so much of our time with our knees bent, and then we're constantly trying to get our heels down. So this really helps loosen up the back of your leg, and it'll really help you able to get your heel down, to loosen up your leg a little bit, to get a little bit more flexion and not pinch with the knees, and really relax that leg. I really like to do kind of 1 foot at a time, because it'll really give you that individualized result. Bring one leg up, 1 foot up by your other knee. Take the opposite hand. Stretch it over with the elbow on there. Keeping your hands straight up. Stretch your fingers out like a sun. Keep each finger stretching. Rotate your body, placing your hand behind you. And on your next exhalation, you'll twist and turn behind you. Remember to keep your hand up, constantly stretching it toward the sky. You can press your elbow against your knee here. Remember to keep deflating your little tummy balloon against your spine. Stretch your legs out again. Stretch your opposite foot up. Opposite arm over. Press the elbow against the knee. Stretch the fingers up all the way to the sky. Arm behind you. I want you to think how you can be a light for others and how you are thinking about these things as you return back to center and you take these messages with you. Bring your feet together, placing the bottoms together. You'll feel a stretch on your inner thigh. You can open your feet like the pages of a book. It's actually a very good stretch for your ankles. I know that our ankles take a lot of beating. You can lean forward and just simply let your body weight do a gentle stretch. Before coming back to center. If this brought some joy to your day, consider making a tax-deductible donation to our mission. Every little bit helps propel us forward.